My boss's secret affair. And then his wife found out. I never saw it coming. Hey guys, my name is Aisha. I'm 28 now, living in a small apartment in Brooklyn, New York. I moved here from a quieter life a few years back, chasing that classic American dream: good job, independence, maybe even love someday. I work as a senior marketing executive at a growing fintech startup in Manhattan. The office is one of those trendy open-plan spaces with glass walls, free kombucha, and ping-pong tables nobody really uses. My direct boss is Victor Ramirez, 42 years old, married for 15 years, father of two, a boy who's 12 and a girl who's 9. His wife, Sophia, is the picture-perfect suburban mom, volunteers at school bake sales, runs a small Etsy shop selling handmade candles, posts family photos on Instagram with captions like, "Grateful for these moments." They live in a nice house in Westchester, the kind with a big backyard and a 2-car garage. Victor always seemed like the ideal boss: tall, fit from weekend CrossFit sessions, salt and pepper hair, easy smile, the guy who remembers your birthday and brings coffee for the whole team when we hit a deadline. Everyone liked him. I liked him too, maybe more than I should have admitted to myself at first. It started at our annual company retreat in Miami Beach last summer. 3 days of strategy sessions, team dinners, and networking by the pool. The first night we all went out to a rooftop bar overlooking the ocean. Music was loud, drinks were flowing, people were dancing. I was wearing this emerald green dress I'd bought just for the trip, feeling good about myself for once. Victor came over, handed me a mojito and said, "You clean up nice, Aisha." I laughed, rolled my eyes. "Thanks, boss." But he didn't walk away. We talked for hours, work at first, then life. He told me how marriage starts feeling like a routine after a while. "Sophia's amazing with the kids," he said, staring at the dark water. "But sometimes I miss feeling seen, you know?" I nodded like I understood, even though I'd never been married. I just liked the way he was looking at me. Around 1 a.m. most people headed back to their rooms. Victor texted me, "Still up? Balcony on the 12th floor has the best view." My heart did that stupid flutter thing. I told myself it was innocent. I went. He was leaning on the railing, sleeves rolled up, cigarette in hand, even though he always said he'd quit. Moonlight made everything look softer. He offered me a drag. We talked more about dreams we had in our 20s, places we wanted to see, stupid stuff like favorite movies. Then he said quietly, "You're dangerous. You know that?" I asked what he meant. He stepped closer. "You make me want things I'm not supposed to want." Before I could answer, he kissed me. Soft at first, testing. I kissed back. We didn't stop until the security guard coughed awkwardly and told us the balcony was closing soon. The next night he invited me to his suite to go over the presentation slides. We both knew that was a lie. 1 glass of red wine turned into 3. Clothes came off. It was intense, passionate, everything you imagine forbidden sex to be. No awkwardness, no guilt in the moment, just heat and adrenaline. When it was over, we lay there breathing hard, and he whispered, "This doesn't have to be a one-time thing." Back in New York, it wasn't. Quick makeouts in the supply closet, during late nights, lunch meetings at quiet cafes where nobody from work went. Then Boulder, his apartment, when Sophia took the kids to her sister's in New Jersey for the weekend. He'd light candles, play slow R&B, treat me like I was the only woman in the world. He'd say things like, "You're the one I think about when I'm stuck in traffic," or, "Sophia doesn't look at me the way you do." I ate it up. I told myself it wasn't serious, just fun, just an escape. But deep down I was falling. Perks started showing up too. My performance review was glowing. I got a 22% raise and the lead on a major campaign. People congratulated me. I smiled and said, "Hard work pays off." Victor would wink from across the room. 6 months in, things got heavier. One night after sex he held me close and said, "What if I left her? For real. We could start over." My stomach twisted. "You have kids, Victor. You can't just—" But I'm not happy. Haven't been for years. With you I feel alive. I didn't know what to say. Part of me wanted to believe him. The other part screamed, "Run." Then came the night everything exploded. It was a regular Tuesday. I was finishing a deck at my desk around 6 p.m. when my phone rang. Unknown number with a 914 area code, Westchester. I almost ignored it, but something made me pick up. A woman's voice, calm but trembling underneath. Is this Aisha Khan? Yes, who's this? Sophia Ramirez, Victor's wife. The room tilted. My mouth went dry. Hi. I know what's been going on, she said. I've known for almost 4 months. The late nights, the client dinners, the way he smiles at his phone when he thinks I'm not looking. I found the backup he forgot to delete on his iCloud. Photos, messages, hotel receipts from Miami, voice notes he saved of you laughing. Everything. My hand was shaking so bad I almost dropped the phone. She continued, voice cracking now. I waited, I watched. I hoped I was wrong, but I'm not. So here's what's happening. Tonight, 8 o'clock, our house, you and Victor, both of you. We're going to talk. If either of you doesn't show, the folder I have goes straight to your HR director, the company's Slack channel, and maybe even a lawyer. I have grounds for alienation of affection in this state, if I want to push it. Don't test me. I sat there staring at my screensaver for 10 minutes. Then I texted Victor. Your wife called. She knows. She wants us at your house tonight. His reply came in seconds. Fuck. On my way to you. We met in the parking garage. He looked like he'd aged 10 years in one afternoon. Pale, eyes bloodshot. How, was all he kept saying. I deleted everything. How? We drove to Westchester in silence. Their house was beautiful, colonial style, white with black shutters, American flag on the porch. Sophia opened the door wearing yoga pants and a hoodie, hair in a messy bun. No makeup, eyes swollen from crying, but steady. Come in, she said flatly. The kids were already in bed. She led us to the living room. Family photos everywhere. Vacations in Disney, soccer games, Christmas mornings. She sat across from us on the sectional, folder on the coffee table. I'm not going to scream, she started. I did enough of that alone in the bathroom last month. I'm going to lay it out. She opened the folder. Screenshots of our texts, flirty ones, explicit ones, the I miss you already ones. Hotel confirmations. A photo of me in his bed, asleep, his arm around me. A voice memo where he said, "You're my escape, baby." Another where I laughed and said his name in that breathy way. I installed M-Spy on his phone after I saw lipstick on his collar. I listened to him lie to me every single night, working late, client emergency, while I helped our son with algebra and our daughter with her science fair project. Victor tried to interrupt. Sophia, please. Don't, she snapped. You don't get to talk yet. She turned to me. Do you love him? I swallowed. I don't know. She nodded like she expected that. Here's my proposal. I want a divorce. No contest. I keep the house, full custody. You pay child support, alimony, and college funds for both kids. 529 plans, fully funded by you, Victor. And Aisha, she looked straight at me. You marry him, soon, publicly. No hiding. You become their stepmother. You help raise them. You explain to my children one day why their daddy left their mommy. Because if you don't, this entire folder becomes very public. HR, LinkedIn, the local mom groups, the press if I feel petty. She says, we have a strong case. Victor's face crumpled. Sophia, you can't force. I'm not forcing anything, she said. I'm giving you a choice. Stay married to me and end this quietly. No one at work knows. We do counseling. We try. Or you walk out that door together tonight and accept the consequences. Silence stretched for what felt like forever. I stood up. I'm sorry, I whispered to her. I never wanted to hurt you or your kids. She looked at me, not angry, just tired. Then why did you? I had no answer. Victor reached for my hand. I pulled away. I'm leaving, I said. Both of you, figure this out without me. I walked out. Victor called after me but didn't follow. The next morning I emailed my resignation. 2 weeks' notice. Cited personal reasons. HR asked if everything was okay. I said yes. I packed my desk at night when no one was around. Victor tried calling, texting, showing up at my apartment. I blocked him everywhere. Last I heard through a mutual coworker who didn't know the full story, he and Sophia are in mediation. He moved into a rented condo nearby. The kids are struggling. Sophia's Instagram is private now. I got a new job in Philly. Smaller company, less money, but no ghosts. I still wake up some nights thinking about that Miami balcony, the taste of salt air, his hands on me. I think about Sophia's face when she opened that folder. I think about those kids who will one day ask why Daddy left. One choice, one kiss that felt like freedom. And it cost 3 people everything. If you're reading this and you're in something similar, stop. It's not worth it. The thrill fades, the wreckage lasts forever.